Hello guys and girls and welcome back, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can make up to $12,000 a month from $50. Now, I've already started this process and people in my group have seen how I've been able to do this with some of the fantastic trades I've had. So let's just get into this first. If you haven't already joined my free Telegram group, I suggest you do. In this group, I'm actually giving away gold analysis pretty much every single day, and I pin it to the top of this group up here. So anytime you do enter this group, you can just go to the top here. It will take you straight away to where my analysis is. So the last analysis I gave out this week, and this was the only one that actually went to one of my levels, but we still managed to catch trades with Neo. If we look at this trade setup here, I did tell every single person what to look for. I told them the levels to look for possible sell continuations as well, and this is what the chart looks like. And then later on in the day when we come back, you can see price action did go back to my level, which was the daily turncoat, which Neo provides for you. I also drew out the levels here so everybody could see it, and then when we saw the rejection of the 4 hours supply, we saw a continuation of a sell. Very beautiful, simple setup, and this was about a 200 pip trade. The link to join this group is in the description below. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to start off here is with risk management. So I did go through this in the last Zoom call meeting I did upload onto YouTube. You can watch that video with the link right up here in the top right. And now what I'm going to do is just show you this with the $50 account that I actually have started with. So you can see with $50 and a 60% win rate and a 2 risk to reward. So Neo actually has on average between a 50 to 80% win rate. I've noticed this with strategy 2, and we actually managed to get up to an 80% win rate this week, but give or take any extra losses that I might not show you in the video, and that's not a lot, trust me people. I've put this down to 60% just to give us a better understanding and chance of being realistic with our growth. We're looking at 100 trade possibility, and then we're looking at a probability out of 10 what can happen. Our risk is going to be around 50% because obviously we're going for a 2 risk to reward, so therefore we're going to be risking half to try and make double on the account, which will be 100% growth. Now after I've pressed the run button on the equity simulator, you can see right here it's told me how much I will actually be able to grow this account by over a period of time. So it's told me I will get to around 1,900 on profit, and I'm going to show you what trade level that is on the compound sheet. So far you don't need to pay attention to what's down here. This isn't really a big issue as we're not trading a prop account with this. So when we head over to the compound sheet over here, you can see straight away me being able to do that. Eventually I was able to get to trade number around about 5, maybe 5 and a bit. So that told me I was able to go 5 levels on this compound sheet, because of course the next level is 3,200. So you can see what I'm trying to do here and how long it did take me. So that would have taken me about 100 trades to get to that point, but of course it is a compound effect. So as you're compounding, you're going to be doubling the account. So right now I'm currently on 630, and you can see what's happened here. I was actually able to go up around about 3 levels on this account, even just a little bit more. So I was in between number 3 and number 4. So therefore in a month I'm able to go up about 3 levels. I have explained this before, and this is what tends to happen over a period of 4 weeks. So now you can see going into October, we can actually see the growth on this account, and the growth will be me going up another 3 levels. So if I am to go up another 3 levels, that will be me getting to 5,000. I don't actually need to go this far on the account because this is my plan. All I actually do is need to get to 3,000. So when I do manage to get up to 3,000, then what I'm actually going to do is a very smart way of trading. I'm now going to split this money into 1,500. So I'm going to have 2 accounts, one account that can pay me up to $12,000 a month, and another account I can use whenever I want to withdraw any types of profit every single week. Now this account can still compound, but it can compound a lot smaller. So therefore I might take out money like every single week, but leave like maybe $200 or $300, so the account is eventually growing as well. And now every single month you can see here, if I'm able to get to around the same number, which is 3.5, I'm able to get to a point where I'm making 12,000 a month, or in between 12,000 a month and 24,000. So this month I would have made around about $20,000 trading this account, or £20,000. This is the idea, guys and girls. I hope you're paying attention. Now let's head over to the strategy. Okay, so now we are on Neo, the indicator expert advisor, and trust me, that auto trading function is going to be coming soon. Right now we're just trying to make sure that all the coding is done for the manual display you can use at the moment. So I want to make that clear. It is is not auto trading at the moment, but it is coded as an expert advisor. So once I am deciding to create that part of Neo, you will also be able to get that with the lifetime access, one-time fee, no monthly subscriptions. Right now, the price for this is 150 GBP, and that will also get you VIP signals as well. What we're going to be going over here is Neo Strategy 2 and all the trades that actually did appear this week. I have shown you in the other videos how trade setups have appeared in the previous weeks, and again, you can watch this video right over here in the top right to be able to see previous weeks when the market actually did the same type of trade setups. It happens almost every single week, guys and girls. So when we look at AUD New Zealand, the first thing we're going to be paying attention to on the Neo dashboard here is the Asian trend. My bearish color is green and my bullish color is gray. Now, if you see a black box, that means there's no trend, so you do not care about that pair. What is fantastic about Neo is if we go to the settings, right over here in the settings, if you switch on notifications and alerts, and then you just want to switch on big trend, you're actually going to get a notification to tell you, hey, look at this pair. It has done a reversal based on the daily time frame, and there could be a possibility of a continuation of a trade. The next thing you can also switch on is the break of structure alerts here, which is just this one right here. So you switch on this one here, this one here, and this one here. So this is going to help us as long as we have Neo on a daily chart when we are paying attention to breaks of structure straight after the age and trend has turned into a new trend direction. So with AUD New Zealand, we can see the age and trend is bearish here. Let's collapse the dashboard by pressing this button. When we collapse the dashboard, you can see straight away the setup has appeared. We have a daily break of structure here, which is bearish. We also have price action that broke through this level here, which was a turncoat area. So it looks similar to this. You can even see in the previous week after the daily break of structure, there was a sell trade, and the same as that thing happened here. There was a sell trade set up for about 45 pips. Now, once price action goes to this level several times, as you can see, there was a sell off this level again. It will become a verified level, and if it has multiple taps to this level, it will become a proven level, as you can see up here as well. Now, people might be asking, where's your entry and where's your stop loss? This is why it's fantastic with this strategy. You can easily set a easy sell stop pending order right over here, and your stop loss will be just right here at the top. With Neo, you have a multi-time frame buy and sell side liquidity setup, so you can look for buy and sell side liquidity based on a higher or lower time frame compared to the actual chart time frame you're looking at the moment. So your TP target is always just going to be another liquidity level. And if we look over to the left here, you can see that price action hit our 4-hour liquidity here because we are on the 4-hour chart with this strategy, and it actually hit our second liquidity level, which is over here as well. So I'm just going to go through all the pairs really quickly now, but you do get the idea of it. You literally just have to wait for the age and trend to get an alert, a daily break of structure, or change of character, and then as soon as you've seen that happen, you can easily just put your sell stop or your buy stop on the verified level, because once price action breaks it, it's going to give you an entry. Your stop loss will be just at the top or bottom of the box, and then your take profit will be at the liquidity levels, or from this entry you are looking for a 1 to 2 setup, how I've explained in the equity simulator on FTMO. So currently on CFJPY, again, if you had a limit right here, as soon as the market opened, you would have been able to get this 160 pip trade, and you had about 70 pip stop loss. This did at least a 1 to 2 trade setup. You can see it's possibly giving you another sell entry from here, but that just depends if the market wants to keep pushing down next week. When we head over to Euro AUD, this was actually a signal trade setup, and you can see the same thing. We have a break of structure here, a H4 turncoat, and this is how I was able to even grow my account from the £300 it was the previous week. And coming into week 2, I took this sell trade setup, and you can see this was over 100 pips on this trade setup, and it was a stop loss of about 50 pips. So it was a 1 to 2 trade setup. If we look at Euro GBP, we have the same thing. We have the age and trend is actually bullish, and when we collapse this, again, you can see this is a verified level now. This was actually a turncoat before, and price action has bounced back off of this level for at least 40 pips, and you had yourself about a 30 pip stop loss. So this trade could be still buying, but you can see the setup I'm talking about. When we head over to Euro New Zealand, you can see the same thing. We had our daily break of structures here, which was bearish. We had a turncoat level up here, and from this turncoat right here, this was a 110 pip trade, and you had about a 60 pip stop loss. So this was pretty much a 1 to 2 trade setup here. Now GBP CAD was actually fantastic, and and this is what I'm talking about. You can actually get multiple weeks either on the same pair, or it's going to happen on other currency pairs. You can see there was one setup here, another setup down here, even another one from here, and then there was one over here as well. Going back into this week here, price action would have continued, and you can see this was a 160 pip trade with about a 60 pip stop loss. Heading over to NZDCHF, you can see this is a bullish trend as well, and if we just press collapse, you can see the same thing happened here. We had an entry right here where your buy stop would have been, your stop loss below here, so this was about 30 pips, and price action has gone about 70 pips now, so we could see a continuation of a buy to hit our 1 to 2 setup. So when we're on GBP/CHF, I just want to make sure this is clear. You can see the Asian trend right now is bullish, and it happened 41 days ago, and we can see that price action actually broke our box. I marked this up as I was giving this out to people. My stop loss is a bit lower than that area. This wasn't one of the trades I was taking with hyper growth, but you can see some of these trades will lose like this, and this is why I do tell people to make sure their risk management is always in check. So price action just broke where the turncoat was, just by a little bit, and then we did see an immediate buy back up. This will happen sometimes, guys and girls, so you have to make sure you understand losing is a possibility and not every trade will be a winner. When we go over to GBP/JPY, there was the same thing here. So there was actually a turncoat box in this area here, and on the previous week there was a sell trade that went down for like 150 pips, but when we came into this week here, when price action came back to this area, there was not a continuation of a sell straight away. It actually went up a little bit further and actually broke the turncoat, and then now you can see that price action is starting to sell down. So more than anything, this was a retest. It wasn't the first clean breakout, and those are always going to be the best ideas of trade setups. So for example, if price action keeps selling, it will break this level here and turn this to a turncoat. So right now you could literally set a pending order on GBP/JPY at 180.109, and then your stop loss will be at 181.219. If you want to even try that out, guys and girls, give it a shot. I do expect GJ to actually continue to sell, and then when it goes down here again, you're just looking for a 1 to 2 setup. You can easily work that out yourselves, guys and girls, but that is a free trade setup. If it does appear, win or lose, that is how we play this game. And now we are looking at US 30. So you can see this week in US 30, price action broke this area, came back here, and then your stop loss would have been above here. So this was about 234 pips for a stop loss, and price action went all the way down here for around about 639 pips. And now this was another beautiful setup. Gold didn't actually give us a Asian trend here, but we do know it's bearish, and I have explained to people that it is bearish as well. We've had more than enough confluence to show us it's bearish, even using price action. And like I've said, once you get Neo and the VIP services, you're never alone. I'm pretty much always here to give you some type of advice or some type of help in the market or using the Neo product. So we were all still looking for a continuation of a sell. Do not worry, once it does sell down enough and reverses for a buy, this will change into a buy trend, and this will turn into a gray color. Now looking at the chart, you can see how many setups there were this week. We had one entry here, another entry here, and a third entry here. So once you become really good at this, even if you're not doing hyper growth and you're just using Neo strategy 2 with this product, you will be able to learn how to stack your positions and make money. This was the trade I gave out exactly from this point here. There was no drawdown whatsoever, and right now you can see this trade is actually 300 pips in profit. This was a free gold signal trade. Again, I showed that at the beginning of this video. So guys and girls, this is very simple. I don't want you to be confused with this, and if you have any issues, you can watch the VIP Zoom call I did post in my last video, and it will be in the description below just in case you missed it as one of the links at the top right of the screen. Don't forget, if you want to get into the Neo product, it is 150 GBP for lifetime access, and that will be with all of the VIP services you can see on the screen at the moment. This is a fantastic opportunity, and people are already making money and passing accounts. Here's some proof of that right over here. And on that note, guys and girls, I'm going to leave you there. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. It is your boy Big John, and I'm out. Easy.
Started from the bottom like Drake. Got that young moolah, but I learned my mistakes. Climbing up the ladder, gotta watch out for the snakes. If you wanna be the boss, then you have to delegate.